It's perhaps been a while since we caught up with our Sophia. Well, if you remember, she passed her scout initiation with flying colors and was immediately thrown into the thick of a sea rat invasion on her village, Lilygrove. She made her way through the village and to the catacombs, where she bravely saved some locals from the rat clutches. But then came Scumsnout. He was a nasty were-at if ever there was one of Clooney's own commanders, sent to pillage the countryside before Clooney himself came for Redwall soon after, in the summer of the late Rose. Scumsnout and his sea rats wrought havoc on the little village. And Sophia's own betrothed, Liam, was bitten by the monster's poisonous maw. Infections soon flared. But Sophia had a mission first, straight from Captain Robin himself. Get to the Lilygrove lighthouse and light it. That would warn the surrounding countryside of the attacks and call for much-needed reinforcements. Scumsnout chased her the whole way, but Sophia was too crafty for him. She reached the lighthouse just in time, and as Scumsnout pursued her to the top, he was blinded by the lighthouse's beam. And his mighty tail knocked Sophia off her feet and sent her falling out of the window to a perilous fate.
By George, Brother Jethro, you sure have put together a fantastic midsummer play. The rehearsal looked just magical.
Oh, well, it would have been even more so had you waited to sneak a peek until its debut tomorrow night.
Can you blame us? We heard that music and we just had to take a look.
I do believe it be too tempting to ignore.
I can't wait to see the rest of it at the festival. If I'd known you were such a storyteller, Brother Jethro, I'd have come south sooner.
Well, Captain Barker, I'm only passing the tale along. I've heard you've got an exciting tale about Finn and Fiona.
Oh, Brother Jethro, if you keep letting the boy have his nightmares, never are my remedies going to work.
Nightmares?
Oh, I caught him in the library, grabbing at that spyglass of yours again. Might have cracked his noggin had I not gotten there in time.
I'm sorry, Grandfather. It's just... I can't sleep. Mom and Dad keep fighting. And Sophia falling off the lighthouse. Grandfather, you never told me what happens next.
Well, William, your eyes could hardly stay open last night. I'd have been a terrible grandfather if I hadn't let you sleep.
But Scumsnout and Sophia, she can't have been hurt. She's too important.
Oh, little William, you've grown quite fond of Sophia, eh?
I mean, she's a great warrior and she fights so hard for Liam. She reminds me of Mom.
Well?
I guess Jethro will have to finish the story then.
Yes, please.
All right, very well. Let's continue. But where were we exactly?
Sophia was running away from Scumsnout. She'd been knocked out of the lighthouse, but she wasn't. Surely she didn't.
She'd saved Lilygrove with her courage, remember? With the lighthouse lit, reinforcements throughout Mossflower would come to their aid. But her success came at a great price. Falling through the night air, Sophia wondered if her journey to the dark forest was finally upon her. Luckily, Martin had more use for her yet.
Oh, my head. It's the sound of battle, that is. Who are the rats fighting? I thought the villagers fled. freebie?
Who do you think you are, you mousy scum? Hey, Mum?
Do my eyes deceive me? Sophia, you scamp! You're alive!
In fur and surprisingly in one piece.
Ah, a bit of my charmed luck must have rubbed off on you. Now come on, there are rats to flee.
Quit squirming, will ya?
Why don't you run back to the sea while you still can?
I'll never run from a mouse.
Very well, but I assure you, you'll...
Thank you, Sophia. I'm grateful to see you alive and well. And I'm sure Liam will be too.
Liam's here? Is he alright?
Liam's waiting for us at the dock. He's alive, but I fear his health is waning. There should only be a few vermin left now. Let's dispatch them quickly and meet up with Liam as soon as possible.
Absolutely, Liam. He can't land a single hit.
Run back to your little mousy hole, you mousies. Why don't you just stop already?
Why, thank you, Sophia. Those two were giving us a run for our honey, that's for certain.
Are you two alright?
All right. All right. You've gone and helped me twice tonight. Oh, you're making me look bad, Sophia.
Come on, you two. Robin said to meet up at the dock.
His fever's getting worse, Sophia. I fear we don't have the resources to help him here. But you've lit the lighthouse, and because of that, more defenders are being rallied from the woods. Well done.
Captain, Liam is just burning up. He's positively green. Is he gonna be okay? How is it that just one bite can make him so sick and so quickly?
That's why we've prepared the boat for you here. Take Liam across the bay to Old Moss Creek and make your way to the Winsome Wraith.
Winsome Wraith? Captain! But isn't that...
Stoats, yes. One of whom is my oldest friend and the best healer you'll ever meet on this side of Redwall. Find Valo Scrimpaw. Tell him Robin sent you and he'll help Liam. I'm sure of it.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm alive, thanks to you, Sophia, my love. Had you not found me, I'd have been rat fodder by now for sure.
But how are you feeling, Liam Rivermouse?
I'll never feel as wonderful as that moment I laid eyes on you at the namesake dance. Not until our wedding day.
Liam, your fever is worse than I thought.
I solemnly swear, Sophia Rymaid, that I am perfectly lucid.
Once we get to the riverbed, I'll fetch you some herbs, down and mushrooms, your favourite. And anything else that I can find to make you more comfortable, alright?
Be sure to fetch some honeysuckle too.
Yes, and honeysuckle. Good for sore throats.
And for fighting off infections. Well, and for giving to pretty mousemate on her wedding day. Tradition, remember?
Oh, right. Of course. Boys, what about the wedding, aren't you?
Well, what else have I got to look forward to than a lifetime with you? I'm ready to go whenever you are, Soph. Just let me adjust my shoulder. Ow, ow!
Oh, but be careful, Liam! You ready for an adventure, Liam?
I suppose I'd better be.
Oh, and Sophia, Tassa is ahead of you on her way to the Winsome Wraith as well.
Huh? What business does she have with Stoats?
She's carrying with her a special key, known as the Tangram. But I fear the rats know about it, or at least they know it could be valuable to them. And they're right. We can't risk them finding it, which is why it must be delivered safely to the hand of Valo Scrimpaw. It'll be safe with him. Go now then. and get Liam to the Winsome Wraith.
Practicing your scout's call, are you?
Oh, of course. Having a whistle code is one of my favourite things about being a scout. Don't forget the rhyme. Once to follow, twice to come, thrice for danger, 4 times none.
I couldn't forget that if I tried. The amount we hear it around here. How are you holding up, my love? How many whistles?
You know me. I'm always fine. Right. I suppose I'm not totally fine. Everything just seems to be happening so fast. This fever's got me a bit muddled. I keep thinking about what the dark forest might be like. But that's just me being silly. I'm sorry, Soph. I don't want to burden you with this.
Liam, we aren't going to die. And you aren't a burden.
Well, thanks.
Sophia had never seen her Liam like this. She desperately wanted to make him feel better. But how? What could lift his spirits? She knew Liam, above all else, cared about his community and his relationships. There were few things more important to him than that. Perhaps this knowledge could help her find something encouraging to say.
Don't worry, my love. We're in this together.
Thanks, Soph. I'm glad I have you. I just hope the others back at Lilygrove are alright.
They know what they're doing. We've just got to stay focused on our job.
You're right, of course. We've got to keep moving forward. And what about us? Do you think we'll meet any more rats along the way?
Well, if we do, we'll figure it out, won't we?
Oh, Sophia. Your perspective on life is why I love you. I hope Tussa's as cheerful as you right now. I feel a bit worried for her travelling all alone.
Don't fret, Liam. No scout is really ever alone. We're all in this together.
Indeed. The Tangram's got to get to safety. I suppose we'll see her once we reach the Winsome Wraith. I do wonder if they're as friendly as Captain Robin made them out to be.
They have the healing skills and supplies we need. That's all that matters.
Well, I suppose we'll find out when we get there. I just hope I'm not too much of a burden for you on this journey.
I love you, Liam Rivermouse. You can never be a burden.
Oh, Sophie, I do love you. I'm just glad that when this is all over, we'll finally get to be married.
Agreed. I can't wait.
Oh, what a wonderful day that will be. But look, we're just about at the shore.